boys and girls. I'm just about to put Buddy to bed, and I thought we would come on and say a quick hello before we went to bed tonight. Now, last week we were talking about all of those feelings that we might have. Feelings like feeling scared or lonely or sad or anxious. And some of those feelings we talked about, we said that we were going to talk to your mum or dad or granny or granda or someone about those things. So I'm going to talk a wee bit more about those feelings this week. And what I'm going to talk about is how we can use our senses to help us get ourselves out of a bad patch whenever we're feeling a little bit sad. So the senses that I'm going to speak about are our eyes, which is our sight, our ears, which is our hearing, our nose, which is our smell, our tongue, which is our taste, and our hands, which is our touch. Now, when we're in bad form, or when we're feeling a little bit down in the dumps, let's say we're watching TV, and we've been watching TV for maybe several hours, and we're starting to feel a little bit lazy. And then we start to feel a little bit down. Maybe we've ate rubbish food, maybe we have overindulged in too much TV time. What we can do then is we can use our senses to try and lift our mood. So perhaps we might go outside and get some fresh air and feel some fresh air in our skin, especially when it's sunny, feel all of that lovely sunshine on our faces, get our vitamin D. What we can do is we might play games and connect with people, some friends, whenever lockdown eases that wee bit more, or we could play with brother or sister. We might maybe say to our parents about maybe baking, using our hands to bake some cookies or some treats, and use our sense of smell to smell all that delicious food that's coming up in the oven. We might maybe put on some music and use our hearing to lift our mood and maybe sing along to some music, or we might dance. Perhaps we might do a little bit of dancing to something that we like to listen to, some pop music or some, I don't know, R&B. I don't know what you kids listen to these days. So that's how we can use our senses in some ways to try and help our mood. And the same goes for adults too. Adults can enjoy a nice hot bath or a nice shower to maybe try and lift our mood and make ourselves feel better. And what I want to talk about as well quickly, because I haven't got very long because Buddy has to go to bed, is that we can use our breathing to try and come out of bad form. And this is known as meditation. If you've ever been in bad form before, you will know that usually when you wake up the next morning, the bad form has gone. Usually after a good sleep, we notice that our bad mood has gone. Or usually after several hours, we tend to calm down. When we're really angry, we tend to calm down, maybe even several minutes. And all of these things, all of these feelings can change from day to day. So we might wake up happy, then we might be sad for whatever reason, or later on in the day we might get angry, maybe someone has annoyed us. Okay, so whenever we want to come back to a nice calm place, what we do is we can use our breathing to help us get back to normal again, just right back into the present moment where we're not thinking about our feelings. And to do that, a good way to do that is to do a little meditation where we just basically close our eyes and we breathe in for 3 deep breaths. We close our eyes and we breathe in and out, in and out, and in and out. And I want you to think about the feelings that you're thinking about. So if we're feeling very angry, for example, I want you to take that anger and I want you to squeeze your hands really tight and make really tight fists and hold it for 7 seconds and then let it go. All while we're doing our breathing. So while we're breathing in and out, I want you to take your fists and do a big squeeze in with your fist. Okay, so breathe in and squeeze that fist. Hold it for 7 and let it go. And that should allow you to feel a little bit of ease. And I want you to try it again. Okay, breathe in and squeeze. And out. Release that fist. Okay, do it with both fists. And release. And that's just a very quick exercise to try and allow you to disperse some of that anger or frustration or sadness or whatever it is you're feeling. Okay, so that was just a really quick chat tonight, just to say hello and talk a little bit more about those feelings, and we will pop on again with Buddy again next week to talk some more about how we can differentiate between our thoughts and our emotions, and how all of the things that we think in our head has an impact on how we feel. Okay, bye boys and girls, lovely to see you again. Night night.